Hello and welcome to KMTV, your roundup of what's going on in Kent on Wednesday, June the 3rd. A Kent man who was left with serious head injuries as he closed a level crossing near Maidstone has spoken for the first time about what happened. Graham Stothard reports.
On the 24th of April, signaller Doug Cadel was going about his business. A train was due to pass over the level crossing at East Farley, so he was closing the gates. That was the last thing he can recall before a car ploughed into him.
Next thing I remember is coming to with two paramedics looking at me, asking me if I knew who I was basically, and telling me they were going to slide body boards under me to try and pick me up off the road.
He was taken to hospital, where his family was told he had a 50-50 chance of survival. Thankfully, though, he's now on the road to recovery, but he's urging drivers to take more care when approaching crossings.
Motorists particularly need to be more aware of what they're driving into. Level crossings are at best dangerous, at worst lethal, and just a simple momentary lapse of concentration, that's all it takes to kill somebody. I am incredibly lucky to be alive. I am so grateful to be alive. I owe my life to a lot of people. I'm never going to meet them all, I'm never going to be able to thank them all, and I'd love to, because I really shouldn't be here. I am incredibly lucky to be alive.
This is Graham Stothard for KMTV.
A man's appeared in court charged with murder after another man's body was found at a flat in Gravesend. 23-year-old Travis Smith, who hasn't got a permanent address, has been remanded in custody until the 5th of June. He's accused of killing 29-year-old Danny Wallace, who was discovered at a property on Clarence Row on Sunday night. His sister Chelsea's described him as a gentle giant with a heart of gold. The number of people caught speeding in the county has gone up by nearly 20% according to new figures from the Kent and Medway Safety Camera Partnership. Jem Collins has the details.
Yes, well, it's cameras like this one here on the A2 London Road in Rainham that have helped to catch nearly 60,000 drivers for speeding in 2013 alone. That's the latest figures available, and up 20% on the same stats in 2011. This one here behind me managed to catch 1,166 drivers, but it's by no means top in the county. The cameras near the Dartford Tunnel approach caught more than 6,000 drivers in the same period. Despite this increase, though, there are still people getting away with it, with nearly 2,000 foreign drivers unable to be traced between July 2013 and August 2014. This is Jem Collins for KMTV.
In other news, tributes have been paid to Zavile Gankavate, the woman who was found drowned in a Sheerness canal last week. The 26-year-old moved to the UK from Lithuania 3 years ago and has been described as quiet and polite. A mother's recovering after giving birth to a baby girl on the hard shoulder of the M20 between Folkestone and Ashford. It happened just after 1:30 yesterday afternoon, and both are said to be doing well in hospital. The man behind a huge mattress mountain that's built up at a recycling centre in Smarden has vowed to sort it out. Local people have become concerned after the pile at Eco Matters had grown above the boundary fence. And a car's overturned at a bus stop on the A26 this morning between Crowborough and Tunbridge Wells. The driver suffered minor injuries, but the cause of the crash is unknown. And finally, the Kent Crime Commissioner Anne Barnes has blamed media intrusion for her decision not to appoint a new youth czar. She said it was wrong to put another young person under such press scrutiny. It's after both the previous appointments faced tough questions about their personal lives. There's more local news on KMFM, and you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook, but that's it from KMTV.